Okay, so today we'll be looking at doing some bit of revision on conditionals and going over the third conditional. So the main idea of the conditionals, okay, you've got two parts. You have the if clause and the main clause, and this can either way, as you can see, you can start it either way. You can start with the if clause or the main clause, or start with the main clause and the if clause. The only difference between the two is the comma. Okay, so if you're going to start with if, you start with a comma, otherwise no comma. And the main idea of the conditional is to show cause and effect between the actions in the main clause and the if clause. Alright, so let's have a look at the zero conditional. Here we've got, if there's gravity, things fall. So as you can see, the apple falling on top of Isaac Newton. So if there's gravity, things fall, this is the zero conditional, okay? And we use it to talk about rules and something that it always happens. So you've got the if, the subject, and the verb in the present. And then in the main clause, you can see we have the subject, the verb also in the present, okay? Whereas in the first conditional, for example, as you can see here, we've got a window there and you can see the rain. So someone would say, if you go outside, you will get wet. And, well, as you can see, this man went outside and he obviously got wet. So what do we use this for? To show the cause and effect between the two actions, okay? So it is highly probable that it will happen. So you start in the if clause with the if, of course, the subject, the verb in the present, and in the main clause you've got the subject, will, and the verb in infinitive. In the second conditional, let's have a look. You've got to look here at the picture of a man shouting at a person here, and this woman doesn't seem to be happy, okay? And she's thinking, if it didn't annoy me so much, I would spend more time in his office. So, we use it to talk about hypothetical situations or to speculate about something that is impossible to change. As you can see, this man is impossible to change, so this woman is dreaming, if it didn't annoy me so much, I would spend more time in his office. So we've got the if, the subject, the verb, this time is in the past simple, okay? The subject again, would, and the verb in infinitive. Looking at the third conditional, we can see a man here is starting to get ready for work and he's taking his time, so nothing very quickly is happening. And what happens? Because he took so much time, he misses the train. So, and someone would say to him, if you had got dressed faster, we wouldn't have missed the train. So here we've got the verb, the subject, sorry. The verb is in past perfect, the subject again, and wouldn't have missed, would have, and the verb in past participle. We don't say we use present perfect because it's always have. Regardless of the subject, even if it's he, it will always be have, never has. So we put have and the verb in past participle. And we use this to speculate about past events and how they could have been different. We also use it to show reproach or nag, and also to regret. So here, for example, this is a reproach because if the man had got dressed faster, he wouldn't have missed the train. So here you've got a summary, all right, of the different conditionals. And the idea for you, if you want to have this in class, that's no problem. I think this is the basic thing. So enjoy and have a go at the different exercises you have below.